So I've been wondering, for national service personnel, how do you guys survive?
Go and ask your grandfather.
Because typically, Kaso to La Paz is 11 cities. In and out is 22 cities. A month is 440 Ghana cities. Your service, oh god, you are taking home 559. So if you take out the 440 out of the 559, you're left with 119. Prepaid, credit, earpiece, data, rent. All these things haven't come yet. How are we surviving in this country? How did we get here? Typically, in my hood, in the popular Kingi job, there used to be 1 city 50 Swiss, then 2 cities. Now, there's no longer 1 city 50 Swiss, there's no longer 2 cities, everything is 3 cities. And if you see a ball of Kingi for 3 cities, jeez!
Wow!
Where are we going as a country? This brings to mind, there are lots of things that shouldn't be expensive in Ghana. And these are some of the things I'm going to be talking about today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Do what you subscribe and then put on the notification bell icon. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. Making reference to the intro, food is not very expensive in Ghana and nobody knows why. Everything is high. If you're asking the authorities, they'll keep on referring you to the Ukraine war and blah blah blah. Sometimes you just go to a restaurant, something small, like something little. These online food, Bolt Foods, Glovo, something small. They'll just tell you 35 cedis. Somebody just gets up, wakes up, has a bad dream, feels everybody else should suffer from that nightmare, and goes ahead to start selling things at 65 cedis. And it's crazy because accompanying it is your delivery fee. And it's crazy if you are buying food for, let's say, 30 cedis and your delivery fee is 35 cedis. We can't be spending about 100 cedis for just breakfast or lunch. It's crazy. Food, kinky, banku. Those days you go to a kinky joint or a chopper. Banku 1 cedi, meat 2 cedis. You are gone. You can actually have a full meal with 10 Ghana cedis. Nowadays, even 10 cedis can't pay for your delivery.
Hey!
Rent. One of the most useless agencies or institutions I've come across in Ghana is the Rent Control Authority or agency or board or whatever. I've gone online, they have a constitution, they have things they say they do. If you've worked with them, if they've helped you resolve an issue or anything, you can let me know in the comment section. But I haven't. And rent keeps escalating and people are suffering in this economy and people have to pay in dollars. You can be just there and then your landlord comes to you that starting next month, you are increasing their rent with extra 100 Ghana cedis or 200 cedis. No long talk about this. It's very, very crazy. People they go through like people really they go through For some people who can't even afford up to $200 a month and they have to pay over $100 for a month rent. It's crazy. Like, where are we going to get that kind of money from? Imagine you've graduated, you have done your service, and right after you are moving out and they're asking you for rent up to 2 years, and sometimes 12,000, 15,000, 18,000, 20,000. Where are we going to get that kind of money from? We can't just take 20,000 and for rent. If the rent control, anybody knows them or can mention them, let's find out what exactly they are doing so that we can put our trust in them. Because this is crazy, especially in Accra. If you go to Kumasi and other areas, sometimes it's very mild. I'm told in Obuasi you can get like a whole year for 800 Ghana cedis, which is amazing. Hey! But we all know this is Accra, the capital city, the city of branding, the city of sin. Anybody wakes up and they want to price their stuff anyhow, and there's nobody to stop them. So yeah, day in day out we see apartments, we see people jump up on Twitter advertising things with exorbitant prices and nobody's questioning them. Recently there was an uproar and the citizens were trying to say, oh okay, target market, target audience. But critically analyzing, we have to criticize some of these things. We have to question some of these things. The boards and authorities involved have to step up and then make sure we the citizens are really enjoying some of these things.
Come on, get out!
Recently in the US, a couple was able to handle a full wedding package with $100 or so, and anybody who was attending would have to pay for their meals. This is brilliant. I wish we could learn this in Ghana here. Saturday, just walk towards where that church is. We're going to see exorbitant weddings at display. Gown alone is 3,000 Ghana cedis. Suit is 4,000 Ghana cedis. Shoes is 800. The ladies' high heels 700. Ring 4,000. And expenses. We've not spoken of decor, chair rentals, canopy rentals, food. Because if Kofi is coming, he's not going to come alone to eat your jollof. So at the end of the day, you realize weddings are getting expensive day by day. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you have the money and you can flaunt it, you can rent all the cars you want and do stuff, that is your own cup of tea. But if you can't, why should you go in for a loan just to fund the wedding? And after you come back and then you are pleading someone. It doesn't work that way. The weddings can be so cheap. You can just decide to go sign in court. You can just decide. And for this thing, sometimes, in fact, a lot of time, Ghanaians actually do traditional wedding and then go and do church wedding. They now call the traditional wedding engagement and then call the white wedding. I don't want to talk about this. Not now. Do a simple wedding, 10, 20, 50 people. After that money you wanted to use to impress, go and chill on your honeymoon with your woman, or you should sustain your marriage. Start a business, expand your already existing business, do something, wait for the kids. Childbearing is not easy, taking care of the children is even not easy. The weddings are just 1 day, 2 day shows. Some people can do weddings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Sunday. Why?
That's the way we like it in the town.
That brings to mind funerals. I love the Islam way. I love the Muslims. Once you die, they realize you are dead. They confirm you are dead. You don't have to wait for anybody. They just wrap you and then go and put you in the ground. But our people, they're going to keep you in the fridge for as long as they can. Once you are dead, they're going to contract the caterer. They're going to contract people to take off your body. Decor, rentals, canopy, wakekeeping. They have to feed people. Pray funeral, they have to feed people. On the main day of the funeral, they have to feed people. After party, they have to feed people. So eventually, it's just one expenses after the other, and you realize funerals are going as much as 100,000 Ghana cedis. And sometimes these are just business and profit-making ventures for other members of the family. It's crazy. Why can't we do some things very simple? There's going to be cultural display. There's going to be families representing. Some people have to queue to write their names and their contributions. People have to do accounting after all these things. They have to pay live band, pay MC, a whole lot. Sometimes the person died of hunger, but there will be food served at the funeral. Fuel prices are outrageous. In the last 6 months alone, fuel prices have shot up over 5 times. Today you go to fill your tank, you can fill it with 300 cedis. The next moment they are telling you a gallon is now 12 cedis. So now you have to use about 500 and something to fill your tank. As I'm talking about fuel always affects what? Transport fares. That means if you sit in Trotsky's day in there, people are fighting over 20 pesos, over 50 pesos, over 1 cedi. The transportation fares are just escalating and climbing. We have no tangible reasons apart from the Russia-Ukraine war, and everybody is just increasing everything anyhow. If your car costs 100,000 Ghana cedis, by the time you are done with taxes, you're paying close to 300,000 Ghana cedis. And as for the number of taxes listed, it's crazy. It's income tax, there's vehicle tax, there's port and harbors tax, shipment tax, there's COVID, inspection, a whole lot of taxes. Let's talk about prepaid. As for the electricity company of Ghana, their reward is in hell. If there is time for doom so, inform us, tell us, let us know, and then plan our lives. If Ghana is 63, 64, we shouldn't be having some of these issues until now. They are quick to take up the light. They are slow to bring it back.
$1, 1 cedi.
Final one, being in a relationship. Being in a relationship lately, it's one of the most expensive jobs that comes without salary. Those days, once you like her, she likes you, you have it. Today, you're going to have to take on about 11 dates. You're going to have to send Momo of over 2,000 Ghana cedis. You're going to have to provide for her creams, her hair, her nails, her clothes, her shoes, her bags, her rent, her school fees, her hostel fees. If you buy her a car or she already has a car, you're going to have to be buying fuel. These are little things that are simple basic needs that shouldn't be termed luxury. Because if the tables turn and ladies have to now take care of us, the feminists will come out. So these have been typical needs and wants and things that do not have to be expensive, but unfortunately they are here in Ghana. In conclusion, I hope we get to a level whereby these things are not termed as luxury. Thank you guys for staying with me till the end of this video. If you liked it, kindly leave a like and drop your comments in the comment section. You can also subscribe to the channel and then click on the notification bell icon so that you do not miss out on other content that I release. My name is Perry and you can follow me across social media on the links below. On to the next one. Adios.